Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Peggle Deluxe. And it never seems to fail that as soon as I say I'm going to play something off screen, the very next time I try it, I succeed. So we beat that level that was really difficult. And I'm going to go back to the Zen for a moment and we'll take the Zen shot immediately. We've got this double helix thing happening, so I'm gonna go ahead and try for the Zen shot a second time and see what else it does. Ooh, I am right in the middle, and I've just realized that if I could get it down to the bottom here and lock it in, it would actually probably yeah, it's gonna hit them all. It's just gonna wind its way up all the way to almost everything. Wow, free balls, free balls, free balls. I got like 3 free balls there, and now I'm up to 10. So I just kind of have to not screw up royally like I just did with the remaining 10 balls. Hit this, and then hope it lands in a nice place. And another free ball. So fire, mist, fire. So I have 4 shots, and I'm not doing great. I'm not doing as great as the Zen ball was doing. Okay, so if I can just hit this one, got it. First try on the next stage, easy. And I believe that is it. Adventure complete, retries, 52 efficiency bonus, 100,000 final score, 16,884,780. And that's Peggle Adventure. Kind of a disappointment in the small number of puzzles. Kind of a... Well, oh wait, this is Certificate of Excellence. But wait, there's still higher ranks to attain. Beat all the Peggle challenges to obtain the rank of Grand Master Peggles. Now for the important part of the game. That's right, it's time for the credits. Oh, I thought it was showing me the credits before then, but it was giving me a Certificate of Excellence. Yay. There's clearly, as this is playing MIDI music almost of Joy to the World, way too much focus on drawing cute characters. This feels like an attempt to sell toys or something. It's like, oh yeah, we'll have Peggle the Bjorn the Unicorn stuffed dolls and action figures, and everybody will be so into Peggle, and in the meanwhile they didn't bother to make a game that's actually that good. It's actually pretty bad. It's so random with so few levels. We got a lot of special thanks going here, but I didn't pay attention to who actually programmed it. It seemed like can't be that many people. You got fake names here for the beta testers. That's not appropriate. Seriously, stand by your beta testing. This game ran, it never crashed. I can't blame the beta testers for any of the problems, other than they possibly didn't give the right kind of feedback to the game creators. Let's just click continue. So now we have this trophy is awarded for completing adventure mode. So we still have a lot of challenge to do, and we could go back and play any of these levels if we wanted to, I suppose. We could get back to the very beginning now and say play the very first level with the Zen level instead of Bjorn's special ability. So that adds a slight replayability to it, in the sense that you could try for a higher score, but you're not going to get that top score of the first try. Well, you're not going to get that 100,000 for the first try, I bet. So that's going to hurt you. Let's see. Maximum Zen achieved. And maximum Zen achieved there. And finally, let's finish this off. And let's see how the score is on this. I'm not going to go through all of these, of course. I just wanted to see what playing with a different character would do. It gives me shot points, fever points, style points, percentage complete, number of free balls, and shots. And then you can play a random level or replay the level. That's a nice placement of the levels. Let's try Duel now. Just same puzzle. Players take turns shooting the balls. The goal is to score more points than your opponent. You're penalized if you fail to hit an orange peg. Alright. So players 2 turns starts. That's odd, but okay. So if I do this, get the Zen ball, and hit at least one orange thing, that's less points, but my next shot will be to this, and we'll see how many points we get different now. And when you get the bonus bucket and a free ball, that doesn't help you any. Alright. That was a nice amount of points. So I have 236,640 compared to his 32,000. Well, that immediately tells me that I can't really, I mean, even with 100,000 extra, I've nearly doubled him. So Duel Mode is totally out. It has no replayability in that. And then we have the challenges. Okay. So if I go back to adventure mode and adventure start 1-1, stage 1-1, start main menu, I would have to start all over. So challenges are just over here, and we do these. So we'll start doing these. I have 10 shots to succeed. And is this possibly a case where you won't get free balls? Or what? No, you still get free balls. So what makes it a challenge mode a challenge mode? That sucked. 35 orange pegs, clear 35 orange pegs. That's what it wants me to do. Have I cleared 35 orange pegs already? That's 2 remaining. So we gotta retry that challenge. Start here. It probably would be better just to use the flower thing because 1/5 of 35 is probably a good amount. But just by default, the owl's not a bad thought. Try to get as much points as possible, try to get extra balls, try to land in the bucket. Let's see. Well, this isn't working too well. And so we may end up running into a similar scenario as before where it's just a little too difficult. How can I hit this? Yes, good. Was getting a little worried there. So challenge 1 was just clear probably more. Yay, you beat the challenge. Trophy menu. And so now 35 orange pets. Let's try this one. That gets rid of a decent amount of them. But I still feel like kind of like the Zen one is a better move. And that got rid of a bunch. And that got rid of a bunch. So I have now like 1 left. Wow. That was luck. That was luck. Yeah, again, this game is just so lucky based. Speed it up. Can I right click to speed this up? No. So the one time I would want it to speed up by right clicking, the game won't let me. Master that one. And then way to go. We'll switch to the next one. Let's switch to this. And we'll switch to this. Getting a good amount of these. Let's see. I'm gonna try and hit it right here and see if that worked. Yeah, that worked pretty well. I suppose that works fine, even though it didn't hit the 1-1 I was aiming for. But now I've got a decent collection of shots to take, and I only have one more thing to aim for. And then I have to just kind of put my mouse down, you know, just wait for several seconds as the music plays and then bounces around and I have no control at all. I suppose that might be a real reason why they never came out with a true pachinko game. It's just because it's not interactive enough, and we simply there may just not really be any interest or market in a completely uninteractive game. I don't know. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of like Pokemon Go, where for a while there on Pokemon Go, the chance of capturing a Pokemon was completely random, and at least that's what I heard. I didn't ever play the game myself. That would require going outside and walking, two of my least favorite things. Wow, that was a Zen shot. Do I have enough shots here? I've got to hit this, 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 and this. Man, I am a bad shot. Good. Speed up, speed up. Speed up everything else. Here's a seizure warning right here. Like, potentially. Alright. Aim here. Adjust. Free ball. Free ball. Wow. I almost got everything on that under row. That was a stupid shot. I could have thought of a better shot. If I had just spent 5 seconds on it, I could have found a dozen better things to aim at than that. So that again, bad shot. Not a good shot there. I gotta take my time here. I can feel myself getting impatient with this game. I just want to be done with it. And that's not going to really work. It's only going to make it longer. Yep, and I've lost, so retry the challenge. Try this again, shoot this to begin with. Seems to kind of miss. Get this. That was a nice Nice shot right there. Okay, so we need the Zen shot to take out a significant number of these orange things. There we go. Hit this and hit this one. Come on. Come on, hit this one. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Now, the question about the bonus levels and the challenge levels here are there 25 in total, or are there much fewer, like 15? Let's see, how many pages do we really have to look forward to? Page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8, page 9, page 10, page 11, page 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, we've got a lot of stuff to do here. A lot of stuff. And see, 45 little victories. Yeah, this is just more orange dots. And I kind of wonder if I should just save myself some time and end the series here. Normally I would play all the way to the end, but if it is just going to be that they're going to give me the same levels or slightly different levels, but they don't even look like they're different levels. They look like they're the same. We need to get back to the main menu. Let's see. When we look at quick play, you have these 11 layouts, and I think, well, these 11 pages of layouts, which would be actually 55 different layouts in total. And let's start looking. Let's see, new game. That still didn't get rid of that. None of these were new layouts. Not at all. This isn't new, this isn't new, this isn't new, this isn't new, this isn't new. And these are all 45. This is 55. This is 55. This is 55. This is 55. And this is 55 with more levels. And this is score over 300,000 in this points. Okay, so let's try that. That probably isn't too difficult to pull off, but I could see having some trouble with it. So now will the Zen notice that I'm trying to get a higher score, or will it just try to quickly collect all of the orange things? That wasn't too great. So now I'm at 93,000. And so if I got 100,000 here, that's still not enough. So I would have to get lucky here. Yeah. Okay, so those challenges are also kind of pointless. Because it's just a matter of luck to get 300,000 points. Then it's 350,000 points. And let's see, 400,000 points. And then clear as a bell, clear all the pegs, not just the orange ones, but all of them. Clear, like, yeah, so that's not gonna work, I imagine, either. Because, let's say I did that. Once I get all the orange ones eliminated, doesn't that just end the game for me? Let's see. Now, I have never cleared any of the levels of all the pegs. I've gotten close, but there's always been one or two. So the question is, when I eliminate these two extra ones, if I eliminate these two extra ones, will it let me continue, or is that just it? So it will let me continue, but there's so much here to get. I guess you have a chance that you would succeed. And this is where getting that multiplier starts to make a little bit more sense. Okay, so there's another challenge I'm never gonna do. We saw this in the adventure for one little second, that there was just this really beat the normal computer in duel mode, so you have to play him in duel mode too, and then beat the hard computer in duel mode, so this is the only point where you can change the difficulty. Beat the master computer opponents in duel mode, so there's even more. Beat 2 random levels in a row, beat 3 random in a row, 4 random in a row, 5 random, and 6 random in a row. And then beat the computer's cumulative score over 3 levels, beat the computer's cumulative score over 3 levels, and it just gets more difficult, I assume, so they're better players. Score more than 750,000 points in 3 levels. Score over 1 million points over 3 levels. Yeah, this is just random challenges they've made up. Beat the level starting with only 2 balls. Beat a level starting only with 1 ball. Beat 3 levels starting with only 10 balls. Score over 750,000 points in a level of your choice. See, they're just kind of as random as the placement of the orange things. These challenges are random. There's no thought here. There's no care. It's just, we'll make some things up to waste your time. Beat 10 random levels in a row. I suppose at the end of the day, I just inherently didn't enjoy the basics of Peggle. And see, there's no difficulty in anything. I also didn't enjoy the fact that it can't be in full screen. That's stupid, but whatever. It's an old game, slightly old. It's not old enough to justify that, but it's the case. They've crammed it full of quick play and duel and challenges that don't really make any sense or really act as anything interesting, to make up for 55 levels of pretty bland and unfocused and random adventure things. But like I was saying, I just think at the end of the day, I don't enjoy the concept of Peggle. It's not controlling enough for when you shoot the ball and start. You don't have enough control after that point because you really have no control after that point after you shoot. And then it's not random enough to be a pachinko. Nor is it as fun as pachinko because pachinko is all about being like pinball and making huge scores, lots of noises, lots of rewards. At no point do you get 5, 10 balls back in Peggle. You might somehow get 3 or 4 if you play really, really well, but it's just too far away from pachinko. It's too far away from pinball. It's really, really far away from pinball. And it's just random and not much of a game. And way too much focus on animating and Bjorn and sound effects. All that flash is there, and it certainly is benefited by having all that flash. But at the end of the day, the actual game isn't there. That's going to be it for this series. I see no reason why I would ever want to do all of these challenges. I would be more likely just to hack them and say I did them all. Because it's just not worth the effort. The challenges don't sound fun. They don't sound like they add anything to the game. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell next to the subscribe button, comment, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me with YouTube. If you want a friend or follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, or Steam or Battle.net, I have links to all those social media sites down in the description. Please do follow and friend me on that. That helps me, and it gives you a backup for notifications when my videos are available. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.